This video is going to help you to figure out how to do the exponent matching activity. And so what you're going to receive is a student doc. And before you get started, you're going to also need a piece of notebook paper or blank piece of paper. You'll need glue and you'll need scissors. So let me share my screen with the doc that you should receive. So when you receive this doc, you'll see at the top that there is an example of what you're going to do. Let's get your paper ready before you get started. So you'll have a blank piece of paper, just like mine, and you will label 3 columns just like it is on the paper that you received. Exponent, expanded, and value. So you'll see I have them here as well. What you could do if you don't want to write these out is you could just cut this top part out with the example and glue it at the top of your paper. That would be easiest, plus you'd have that example there. So look at my example. You have a list of numbers with exponents, and those are in black and bold. And then you have what they look like when they are expanded, or if you were to write them out using order of operations. And so those are in gray. And then you have what that value actually equals in an italicized black font. And so you'll notice that there's a column of black bold, those are all of your exponents, a column of gray expanded, and a column of black italicized, which are the actual values. So let's do the first one together. My first example is the exponent 2 to the second power. So 2 squared, or 2 to the second power. When I expand that, because there's a 2 up there, that means 2 times 2. So my expanded card would be a 2 times 2. And you can see that that's already up there. And I know when I multiply 2 times 2 that equals 4. So my value is 4. You don't need to write that because it's already there as an example. You can just cut that out and paste it. Now, for the rest of your examples, though, they're mixed up. You're going to have to look at all of these exponents, and notice that I put 3 challenges down at the bottom. And you're going to have to figure out which of the gray expanded forms match with that exponent, and which of the black italicized values equal what that exponent equals. So let's do another example that doesn't have a 2 in it so that we can make sure we're all on the same page. What if I gave you the exponent 3 to the 4th power? 3 to the 4th power. Now let's be careful. When we have exponents, we're not multiplying the base number with the exponent. That's not what that means. What this means is that I have 3 and I multiply it to itself, or I multiply 3 4 separate times. So that means I'm doing 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 4 times. It's a form of grouping. So I have 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, okay? So let's break that down. I know 3 times 3 is 9. So if I break that up into 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 times 3, which is also 9, I know that 3 to the 4th power equals 81. So that would be the value, because 9 times 9 is 81. Or in other words, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 equals 81. Plug it into your calculator, do it by scratch. You'll see that that's a true statement. And so what you're going to do here is you're going to cut out all of these cards at the bottom on the document that you were given. And you're going to glue them in the correct column once you find your matches. So before you glue, get your matches, have someone check your work with a calculator, make sure that your values are equal. There are 3 challenge problems at the bottom. You're going to have to find those challenge answers for the expanded and the last column, the value column as well. If it's a little over your head, that's okay. Give it a try though, and try your best.